Enjoy Philbin!
Oh, yeah. Hi, everybody. Yes, it's Friday. Happy Friday, July 29th, 2005. Going to be a nice weekend up here in the Northeast. We're all looking forward to that. And I'm looking forward to this show. You know why? Because we have an official wedding etiquette lady on the show today. And I got still a million questions about this wedding coming up.
I have a feeling I know one of them.
What's that?
Why do I have to pay for everything?
You know, that's absolutely one of them. You're right.
Well, no, I understand.
It's gotten so expensive that I think everybody should kick in.
Things have changed, and they are getting away from that tradition.
But here's something, Joy, that was in the news yesterday. I didn't see it until after the show yesterday. But what is the price of love? That's how I have. Yeah, that's right. We were playing cards.
That's a really romantic story. Thank you. Really touched me deeply. No, my father was happy to get rid of me, I'm sure, as, you know, a lot of fathers feel. You know, especially...
Okay, on Monday, Kelly Ripa returns.
Ends Monday.
That's right, Kelly. Get ready.
Jeffrey Tambor will be here from Arrested Development.
And the Wiggles will be here as well. Next guest plays the eccentric office manager. How are you, buddy? Good to see you. My wife.
I've never met you. No, I've never met you either.
Look at you, Andy. All nice in your green shirt. Looking good. Feeling strong.
Always looking good.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Look at that hair. Isn't it great what the humidity does?
Yeah, I know. This is what it does. It frizzes up a little bit.
Yeah.
Sorry about the hair, folks.
You know, last night...
I think it's cute.
Last night I had a call from Gelby, you know, 11 o'clock at night. They can't... Son,
There he is,
Lucas.
right there.
Hey, Lucas,
That
how
is
you
my
doing?
son, folks.
Nice to see you. What a nice looking kid.
Trying to show him a good
Nice
time.
looking boy.
Show him a good time.
I heard
So
you were going to take him to see maybe Glengarry Glen Ross, which is, you know, kind of rough, Andy. Oh, there's a big fly on it.
Get it?
Notice how we went right for Andy.
Yeah,
I know.
didn't bother us. What did you do with Lucas?
We went to an American Eagle. Spiffy clothes, actually. What is this all about? It came like this. You know, with the ripped stuff. I know.
I see. Is that how they're coming now?
It's hip and cool.
Oh, yeah.
And then they have a slight yellow stain.
You have to pay for that.
And you pay extra for that.
So you went to the party.
I went to that party.
Yeah.
We were going to go see...
You know, on certain nights, I think...
It's at 7. I'm like, hi, I'm here to see Spamalot. And they're like, well, number 1, it started an hour ago. And number 2, we're sold out. So
Usually it starts at 8, but there's one day in the week
I
when
guess
they
it's
run them at
Tuesday.
7. I think
guess
it
it's
is
Tuesday, 'cause that's
yeah.
the,
But that's nice, spending a little time with Lucas.
all summer, actually.
So where'd you go?
I'm not married anymore, right? I have an ex. And he chose to stay with me all summer.
Well, that's nice.
It is nice.
Are you having a good time with your dad, Lucas? I think right now Lucas would be a pretty good interview. So, Andy, you're moving on now, just not performing. You are directing and writing and
Remember
producing?
last time I was here,
Yeah.
you compared me to Woody Allen. Thought it's all over it's all over me. Look at it.
Don't shoot
It's a
him
big
that
one.
way.
It's a big one, isn't it?
He is.
That's a true horsefly.
You know, he never was here before you came. I think you kind of brought him in with you, Andy.
No. Come on. But anyhow.
So anyway, yes, Woody Allen, sure.
But I'm in that movie.
Yeah, it's
crude.
It's crude, dirty
You're
joke.
calling it the
yes.
dirtiest
Gosh,
joke of all
it
time?
really is.
Yeah.
Yeah. The punchline is the aristocrat.
Joke or just the dirtiest?
It's just the dirtiest. It's really
So
not
you
even
built,
that funny.
you built a whole movie around this one joke.
Well, they did, yeah.
And lots of comedians in it
Every
explaining,
comedian you could ever imagine.
taking their take on the version
From
of the
Eddie
joke.
Izzard to Phyllis Diller to Eric Idle from Monty Python. Didn't he write Spamalot?
So you were talking
That fly's gonna be the death of me.
It's like I'm interviewing the fly. Between Lucas and the fly, there's very little of Andy Dick today.
Didn't you do Andy's show, Less Than Perfect?
Less Than Perfect. Andy was not on the set that time. I just had a little walk-on.
Where was I?
I feel about 40.
I would love to be 40.
I remember one of my ex. Yes, my ex.
Have you finished with your own movie,
Yes,
the one you're
I
making?
finally finished my first movie.
They got it done. Anyway, The Aristocrats opens today here in New York and L.A. Now, it's all about the dirtiest joke ever
It's
made.
nasty. It's nasty. Don't go if you have a weak stomach.
Yeah. Anyway, then it opens wide on August 12th. Andy, thank you very much, my man. Good to see you. Andy Dick. We'll be right back with Roberta Buddick in a moment.
Happy birthday.
How are you?
How are you?
Oh, look at her, huh? You know, one time we were on a plane and Rebecca was there with some people from All My Children. I forget what the event was, but we were flying from Chicago, I guess.
Yeah, you were flying from Notre Dame.
From Notre Dame, right?
Yes.
To New York.
Yeah, I know, right?
And you were there, and we had a conversation.
Yes, we did. We had a nice conversation. You were trying to hook.
That's right. Whatever happened
Didn't
to
work.
that? No, you know who she married? She married the guy who was the Bachelor on the Bachelor show.
Bachelor Bob. Right?
Bachelor Bob.
Yeah, he's not a bachelor anymore.
Not anymore.
How did you meet him?
I met him interviewing him for a show on ABC Family, and that's how we met.
See?
Yeah.
Had you watched him on the show? And
Well, I had to for the show.
So when he got
I interviewed him,
eliminated,
so- well, yeah, he asked me out, and I
Did you
said,
think he
okay.
was cute when you were watching him on TV?
No, I thought he was having a good time.
Now, we talked on the plane about Kelly, and do you miss Kelly? Just for a little look-see on the show.
I don't know.
A lot of jealousy over there, huh?
I don't know. I
All
think,
of a sudden, Kelly, can you believe Little became one of the biggest hits?
I know.
Susan doesn't want her back.
No, it's not
Susan
Susan.
loves
Susan
Susan's
loves
a
her,
doll,
but
I'm
I
kidding.
always had the feeling it was you.
You think it was me?
A little bit.
Well, you know, she's not here today.
That's right.
But no, I would love to see Kelly back.
Yeah, well, I think maybe that should
Maybe
happen.
you just gave somebody an idea.
I hope so.
I'll go down there and tell them to.
What's
bring
going on with your character, Greenlee?
Oh, well, you know, her sperm from a sperm bank.
You mean the second husband?
Yeah.
The one who died?
That's why he faked his own death.
Wait a minute.
Can you follow this? I can't follow it.
Soaps are fun and
Yeah,
exciting.
absolutely. So he's...
Go ahead.
No, go ahead, Joy.
Why was he in a sperm bank to begin with?
To make some extra cash.
You know,
He didn't have a lot of money, so.
You know,
I
want to
could-
just donate blood.
I could use a few extra bucks for this wedding.
Hey, speak. I heard you talking about that. Imagine being my father with 6 girls.
Oh my gosh, really? And
Yeah, when I was growing up, he said, whatever you do, wedding.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So now tell me about what's happening to your character and All My Children.
Well, she's devastated by the loss of her husband, and so she's just trying to move on and have a baby
With his insemination.
with his insemination.
All right, fine. Meanwhile, he's alive,
Sounds
but
exciting,
missing.
doesn't it?
But missing, right?
He's missing.
Yeah. Well, in your life, are you expecting maybe a baby one of these days? One of
Heck
these-
no, not anytime soon.
No, huh?
I think if my mother-in-law had her way, we'd be having babies right now, but no.
Well, it's nice you and Bob found each other on ABC.
I
Isn't
know,
that
we
great?
did.
All My Children every weekday at 1 o'clock on ABC. Good to have you here. Thank you very much.
For you.
Appreciate that.
Everything.
So many questions.
Tell me, tell me all the questions.
Well, they gave us a couple of ideas here, but go ahead, Joy.
You know, does the mother of the bride have a choice? I mean, even if it's a black tie, can she wear a short cocktail dress if she prefers it?
Well, you have such a fantastic figure that you can pretty much get away with wearing anything you want, I think, to this
So
wedding.
it's all right? It's okay?
Excuse
but
me,
you
but what
can
is
wear-
the
it's
proper
about-
etiquette?
Okay, well, you can wear, it's all about the formality of That's funny.
Now, we're in the middle of these invitations.
Yes.
And I can't believe the size of this list.
It's like legality.
It gets bigger every time I see it. I don't know who these people are. Is that common?
Yes. People have so many issues with the guest list. I tell you, you're just like everyone else in the way is these days that everyone's kind of pitching.
Honest to God, so that's
Although I don't think that's going to
proper
happen here.
Well, let's talk about the invitation. Now, how far in advance do you have to send the invitation?
You send it out 8 weeks in advance. And did you guys send a save the date? Save the date, because everyone's so busy. They like to send out save the dates now. That's the new tradition.
Yes.
8 months in advance, 6 to 8 months
So
in advance.
when should you ask them to RSVP?
A month before the
prior?
wedding. That's
A month
right.
before the wedding.
Yeah. Yes, you need those numbers to give them to your caterer so they can, you know.
And if they
make the
don't, you
seating
said, sorry, you've been taken off the list?
You call them, actually. That's what you do. And
Specific with one table. You've got to, if you're going to go that way, you've got to do it for everybody, right?
well, you could if you wanted to, but
that's
it's a big hassle
that's a
to do it for
nightmare.
everybody. Yes, I say by table is
I mean,
the
who's
best
going
way
to want
to
to sit
go.
with Gelman?
Well, you know, you brought this up, last week? And everywhere I went, people were telling me their vote, and they all said by seat.
You know, it's it's a nice little personal touch, but don't.
Break. We'll come back. We got some more for you in just a moment.
Right, a nice
Okay.
memory about
All
her.
right.
You want to get a little tear to the
Or
eye.
the first time she brought Mike home, what your thoughts were?
That was last Tuesday, wasn't it?
A little chuckle is good too.
Now let's talk about meals, because
Yes.
we just went through this over at the Pierre, you know.
A fish.
Now, do they have to
Right.
tell you in advance what their alternative favorite is?
No. I mean, people do that, but you're not going to be able
Excuse
to.
me, let me do that right now. Family and friends.
You know, a good idea to start setting people's expectations from the. Tell you that, right?
Besides picking up the tab for all of this and making the toast, is there anything else that's required from the parents of the bride?
Like a party favor at every table. We should
Excuse me?
think
What?
about.
Yeah. You know, there are just a million. The only things
You can
that
do
aren't
it. You can go
required
as far
of
as you want. Right?
How about an autographed picture? I'm not kidding.
In a nice frame.
That's
mind the frame.
perfect. You know, favors these days, you know what? It's a nice touch to send people off with a little thank you gift, but they're absolutely not required. And a nice thing people are doing these days is giving a donation to charity in lieu of favors as well. That's a nice touch, a different way,
How about a
different
piece
something
of
to
cake?
do.
We'll send them home with
A piece of cake, a groom's cake. I was thinking something from Notre Dame, maybe.